Install FFmpeg on OS X. Is there a good place or bash script I can use, or at least a version I can build myself, for FFmpeg on OS X? I have Xcode installed as well as the CLI for Xcode, GCC, etc. I have a version of FFmpeg currently installed, but somehow I get a segmentation error on line 264 as well as the live. I can't convert to MP4 and WebM. All I want to do is batch convert video files to HTML5 compatible videos. All my source videos consist of MOV, MP4 and WMV files. OGF works fine, by the way. So the real question: how to uninstall everything of FFmpeg on my and NBSP Mac now? Reinstall a FFmpeg version that can convert to MP4, WebM, and OGF. I also tried the precompiled version of Miro Video Converter, but somehow that doesn't work either.
There are 4 options, sorted by complexity: Homebrew or other package managers, static builds, Docker, compile yourself. To follow this, you need to have a bit of knowledge using a terminal/shell under macOS. (1) Homebrew. Homebrew has a formula for stable FFmpeg releases. This will get you running pretty fast. First, install Homebrew. Then install FFmpeg through the FFmpeg formula. This will download a lot of dependencies such as x264, but after that you should be good to go. To update FFmpeg later on, run. (2) Static builds. The FFmpeg project, on the download page, offers links to static builds for FFmpeg, which you can just download, extract, and use in a terminal. Static builds cannot contain every possible encoder, mostly due to licensing issues. This is why I don't recommend using them unless you don't really care about which specific features you need. Once downloaded, extract the file, open up terminal.app, and navigate to the directory where you unzipped the files, i.e. where you find a file called FFmpeg. Copy this file to /user/local/bin. Now, if you use bash, which is the default shell, add it to your $path. Add this to the file at the end. Save it, and close the editor. Now restart your terminal and, which FFmpeg, should return /user/local/bin/FFmpeg. (3) Docker. If you have Docker installed, you can run a Docker container that comes with FFmpeg pre-installed. There are various FFmpeg Docker images out there, for instance Linux server/FFmpeg, see other answer below. To run this image, to convert an input.mkv file into an output file, open a terminal and run. Note that $pwd will be your current working directory, and the command expects that directory to contain the referenced input file, input.mkv. The file will be mounted into the container, into the /config directory. (4) Compiling yourself. You can of course build FFmpeg tools yourself, following the OS X compilation guide. This guide will always be up to date, and by manually compiling you may be able to tweak a few parameters. To uninstall whatever version of FFmpeg you installed, we'd need to know how you've installed it in the first place. Since Homebrew will install to /user/local/seller and symlink to /user/local/bin/FFmpeg, it probably won't cause any problems with other libraries. However, check the make install scripts of the versions you, supposedly, built yourself and see where they placed FFmpeg. Then just delete them from there, it won't interfere with Homebrew. The segmentation fault could be due to improper linking between the x264 or lib libraries. Since Homebrew will take care of this, you shouldn't run into any issues.
Instead of Homebrew, I recommend using FFmpeg via Docker. This Docker image come from this URL. Last time I installed FFmpeg by Homebrew, I got this output. In order to install FFmpeg, I had to install more than 80 additional dependency packages.
Install FFmpeg on the new ARM Silicon M1 chip. Install Rosetta 2 via terminal using. Once Rosetta 2 installed, we can install Homebrew for ARM M1 chip. Once the installation is finished, use the next Homebrew command to install FFmpeg. arch x86_64 brew install FFmpeg.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.